just setting up monitoring over here. Got it. We'll get started in just a second. Just 1 second. One more second. Almost there. Okay. Hi everyone, and welcome. I am the Holly Empress, and today I am here to ask Spirit how you, us, anyone watching can break any unwanted habits. It's going to be a pick a card reading. As you can see, we have 2 options here, and these are going to be your options. And yeah, I picked the death card to symbolize. These are both the death cards in different decks that I have. And I picked the death card to symbolize it because, we're ending a habit, which is like a death. And for me, the death card is always about rebirth, like as you can see in this one here with the Phoenix. This is the death card in the Shadowscapes Tarot by Stephanie Puimun-Law, with the booklet also being, okay, that's too much glare. Let's hold it more like this. Does that help? Yeah, this is from the Shadowscape Tarot by Stephanie Puimun-Law, and the booklet's also by Sarah Moore. And you guys can see it's a phoenix rising, right? So every death is also a rebirth. So when we are breaking a habit, it is helpful to, think of like, what are we bringing in, and you can see here in this death card, which is the death card from the Star Spinner's Tarot by Trungles, that there's a baby, right? There's a golden baby that is being held by death. And yeah, because every death is also a rebirth. So that's why I thought it would be a good card to use. So yeah, just look at them both, try to pick one. I'm going to start with this one, group 1, group 2. If you're watching this live, just wait for when your group comes. If you're watching this in the replay, I will have timestamps down below. And also, if you're watching it live, stay tuned to the end, because after I am done, I will, pull a little card for anyone in the chat that has questions and wants to get answers. This will be a pretty short reading. I think I'm only gonna pull like 3 tarot cards and then maybe some oracle cards just to top it off, but it's not gonna be like a super long reading. So if that's what you're looking for, click away. If it is a short reading that you're looking for, welcome again. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm gonna put this over here. As you could maybe already tell from this intro, I am working with a ring light that I recently purchased, and what that means is that I am bad at using it. So very often I will hold up a card to you and all you'll be able to see is glare, and you're gonna be like, Thais, WTF. If that happens, let me know in the live chat or in the comments. Though if you let me know in the comments, obviously I will not be able to retroactively fix it, but it is what it is. So the first thing that we're gonna ask is this even a habit that's worth breaking? If you're watching this, you probably already decided that you really do want to break this habit, but from the spiritual view, do you have to break this habit? That's our first question. Please, Spirit, is this a habit worth breaking? If everyone watching works to break this habit, will it be worth it? Is it a habit worth breaking? Everyone watching, if they choose to break this habit, will it be worth it? Wow, Queen of Cups. So yes, it is a habit worth breaking. The Queen of Cups is a very intuitive person, a very warm person, a very caring person, but she's also a queen, which means she knows what you want, and you decided to break this habit for your own emotional well-being, and so that you can feel like a queen, so that you can feel like someone who's in control of your life, you know, and of the choices that you make. You know, you want to break this habit, not only because of the habit itself, because you don't like it, but also just to show to yourself that you can, to show yourself that you are more powerful than this habit that you are trying to break. So, yay, love that. Yes, it is a habit worth breaking. And once you break this habit, you will feel like $1 million, you know, and like connected, and like you have power over your emotions, you know. Not necessarily that you and your emotions should be a power struggle, but you know, it is what it is. Next card is going to be something like, where is the challenge in breaking this habit? Where is the challenge? Like, why is it hard? Why do you need help? Like, where is the challenge in breaking this habit? Where's the challenge? Why is it challenging to break this habit? Where's the challenge? Why is it challenging to break this habit? Where's the challenge, and why is it challenging to break this habit? What is the challenge and how to overcome it? I know I'm asking a lot in one card, but I want one card to tell me both the challenge and how to overcome it. Yes, Daryl. Okay. The Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. Funny card to get, I feel like. If you can see, if I'm holding this right and you're not getting just a bunch of glare, this is a dragon holding a coin. Let me see, how am I going to hold this? Like this? Can you see it? Sorry for the 5 seconds of silence. I'm waiting for the monitoring to catch up a bit. Maybe more like this. So it's a dragon all wrapped up around a coin. And so basically it is hard to let go of this habit, because it is hard to let go of things in general. And this is something that is comforting to you. And yeah, like you're like, it's mine, it's my habit, it's my treasure, I don't want to let go of it, it makes me feel stable to have it, you know, like this makes me stable, so why can't I have it, you know? So yeah, that's the challenge. It is hard to break it because it's hard to break it. Insightful, I know, you're welcome. No, I'm kidding, it's not just that, you know, it's just that feeling of this is a habit that gives you security and makes you feel secure in having the habit, basically. And you know, it's just a habit, it's what you're used to. Now, have you guys ever seen that Tumblr post that's talking about like, it's talking about how some girl's dad used to be a substance abuse counselor, and one of the main things when you are trying to break an addiction, right, is everyone's like, you know, just try not to think of it so much, but guess what, it's really hard not to think of the thing that you're trying not to think of when you're breaking an addiction, you know, like when you're breaking an addiction and in general, you know, because someone tells you don't think of a white elephant, you think of a white elephant, you know. So this person's dad was like, I always tell people, you gotta like, instead of being like, don't think of the white elephant, don't think of the white elephant, you gotta think of something else to think about that you can use as a focus point whenever you think of the white element. Instead, I will think of a red balloon, for example. And I tell people, you gotta find what your red balloon is. What is the thing that you're going to think of that's going to like ground you and gonna be your focus instead of the drugs, you know? So our final question is, what is our red balloon? What is the thing that we can think of that will help us in letting go of this habit, you know? And like the phoenix, like the baby that I was showing you in the intro, it's like, what is being reborn by you letting this habit wash away, you know? So what is your red balloon / what is being reborn by letting this habit wash away? Should I make that 2 separate questions? No, I think it's the same question. Even though 2 cards jump out right as I asked that, so now I'm not so sure. Let me think about it for a second. Give me 1 second. No, yeah, that's the same question. So what's your red balloon / what is being reborn by letting this habit die away? Okay, I took 2 cards anyway because I'm a liar. Okay. It is the 2 of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords. So what that tells me is your red balloon is the 2 of Pentacles. So just keep yourself busy. You know, the 2 of Pentacles is about playing a balancing game. As you can see, there's this man and he's juggling 2 coins here, and he's like on a fairly precarious structure. But you know, he's just keeping his balance. It's about juggling daily responsibilities with long-term prospects, with your emotional health, with your self-care, with your, you know, physical health, keeping your house clean, keeping your house in order. So it's just about balancing all the different aspects of your life, even though it might be hard, and it's like playing a juggling game, but you're killing it. And and for some of you, if you have a job, this is about, you know, finishing this, like really leaving this habit in the past will be helped by you like really focusing on your job. You know, I'm generally kind of anti-work in general, but you know, like, and I definitely don't want any of you to just like become workaholics and replace one addiction with another, you know, because that doesn't help. But if you have a job that you feel connected to, or if you have a job that is like all right, you know, just focus more on your job, because Pentacles can symbolize like money and material matters. And yeah, just keep yourself distracted, and that is how you can learn to let go of this pentacle, of this habit, you know, because to juggle, you gotta throw the pentacle up, you know, you can't keep clutching it like this dragon. You gotta throw it up, catch it, throw it up, catch it, throw it up, catch it. So just focus more on that, and that will help you break the habit. And lastly, what is being reborn in this, by you breaking this habit, is your own heart. The 3 of Swords in this deck is this swan, and she's being stabbed by 3 swords, right? And in this position especially, this just means that you're healing, because you're letting go of this habit that doesn't serve you. You are becoming able to heal. And yeah, your heart itself is being reborn. You know, you see how there's this heart up in the corner here? So yeah, that's what's being reborn. And this ties in well with our first card also, right? With the Queen of Cups, when we ask, is it worth it? It is worth it, because you're the Queen of Cups. And the Queen in Cups is all about our emotions. And what's being reborn is your heart. So you, by breaking this habit, are going to be able to feel a stronger connection with your emotion. I am going to pull us one last card from the Sacred Travelers Oracle cards. That's just going to be... Am I going to do this? Yeah. I'm just going to pull one last card from the Sacred Travelers and Oracle cards by Denise Lynn, asking what is Spirit's final piece of advice / any advice here that we missed. Just one final piece of advice on breaking this habit. One final piece of advice on breaking this habit. One final piece of advice on breaking this habit. One final piece of advice on breaking this habit. One final piece of advice on breaking this habit. One final piece of advice on breaking this habit. Answering the call, the time is now. You know that you have to do this. You already feel called to do this, otherwise you wouldn't be watching a video on how to break a habit. So the time to do it is now. The time to do it is now. Answer that call. There's no point in delaying it. Like, okay, I'll have 1 more week of doing it, and then I'll like quit cold turkey, and then I'll really stop it for real. There's nothing that's gonna be different 1 week from now that's not already true now, you know? And yeah, you see how it's a woman coming out of a garden and into like a forest, and that's about you coming out of your comfort zone where you got your pentacles that you're holding on to so tightly, and going out into the forest that might be a little more unknown, that might be a little more chaotic, that might require you to think on your feet, but that will have so many things to bring you joy, like a cute deer, you know. And like I said before, your own heart is what's being reborn from this. So yeah, I hope this message was helpful to you. I hope it was reassuring. I hope that you were able to get what you needed out of this reading, even though the advice does boil down to just distract yourself and just do it, which is not particularly unusual advice or revolutionary advice. You've probably heard it before, but I hope that hearing it this time was the one time you need it, you know, to like make it really sink in. Let me know in the comments if it resonated. Let me know what you think. Give this a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay. A little water break. Now let's move on to group number 2. If you've picked the Death card from the Star Spinner Tarot, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to put her over here. Let's get right to it. So similar to the first group, the first thing I'm going to ask is it even worth it breaking this habit? Is this a habit that you really want to break? You know, if we put the effort in to break the habit, move on, not do it anymore, will it be worth it? Please, Spirit, will it be worth it for everyone watching this who picked the second group to break the habit? Is it worth it for them to break this habit? Wow, the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. What that means to me is it is not worth it for you to put the effort in to breaking the habit, but if you just let go a little and not try to control things so much, this will kind of just go away on its own, you know? So yeah, the Hanged Man, it's a major arcana. As you can see, it's a person hanging upside down, and it's often about new perspectives. So what that tells me is by breaking this habit, you will gain new perspectives, and the way to break it isn't to try to fight against it, but instead to just kind of like let go, you know, let go, surrender control, and it will be worth it because you will learn more how to let go, you know, because maybe in the past that's not really how you've dealt with most of your problems, but by letting go of this, you will be able to realize how effective of a strategy it is to let go of things as a solution, and then you're going to be able to surrender control in even more areas of your lives. Okay, so question number 2 is, what's the challenge here? Like, why is it hard to break this habit, you know? Why is it even hard, you know? Like, what's the challenge here? What's it making it difficult for everyone watching to just let go of this habit, and instead of fighting against it? Okay. Please, Spirit, for everyone watching, what makes it hard to leave this habit behind and let go? Please, Spirit, for everyone watching, what makes it hard to let go of this habit? The Knight of Wands. What makes it hard is you're all impulsive people. You know, you might not want to hear it, and if that doesn't apply to you, then this might not be your reading. But yeah, the Knight of Wands, it's very, 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 very much about impulsivity. And it's the sort of thing where you tell yourself like, okay, I'm not gonna do it anymore. I'm not gonna do it anymore. And then the opportunity presents itself, and before you realize that you've already done it, because it's just like so fun, and like you like to have fun, you know, so why not, you know? And yeah, this is about impulsivity. And part of what the struggle here is you've been trying to fight your impulsivity, you know, to say like, okay, I'm just gonna like plan and try to control myself more, and then that's how I can break this habit, by just curbing my impulsivity. But the impulsivity isn't the problem here, you know. If you're in alignment with yourself, and if you're happy, and if you're connected with your higher self, it is wonderful to follow your impulses. The problem here is that these aren't impulses that are coming from your higher self. These are impulses that are coming more from, you know, our material selves, and just kind of like a habit, you know. It's what we've been doing, so the opportunity keeps coming back, and even though we tell ourselves like, oh, this time I'm not gonna do it, this time I'm not gonna do it, you spend so much time like holding on, I'm not gonna do it, 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 that the second that you let go even a little bit, you go and do it, you know, because you're trying so hard to hold yourself back and to hold your impulsivity in check. And so what that means is the challenge here is your impulsivity, but the solution isn't to fight your impulsivity. And that brings us to our third question. What is the solution, you know? If you're here for the first reading, you already heard this, but there's this analogy that I like that I've heard substance abuse counselor use once, where it's like, okay, when you are trying to quit drugs, right, the main thing is like, everyone's always like, just don't think about it, just don't think about it. The more you think about it, the more you're gonna want to do it. The more you think about it, the more you're gonna want to do it, which is true. But it's like when someone tells you, no, don't think of a pink elephant, what are you thinking of? You're thinking of a pink elephant. So instead of saying don't think of a pink elephant, I'm not gonna think of a pink elephant, I'm not gonna impulsively do this thing anymore, you gotta find something else to focus on that can help lead you away from that. So instead of thinking don't think of a white elephant or of a pink elephant, you can think, I'm gonna think of a red balloon. Sorry, I'm really getting my colors mixed up. But yeah, this counselor was like, you know, what's your red balloon? You know, what's the thing that when you think of, you can focus on that instead of thinking about drugs. You know, anytime that drugs come into your brain, you're going to think about a red balloon instead. But the red balloon's a metaphor. You know, often the red balloon stands for your friends, for your family, your children, you know, things like that. So our third question is going to be, what is your red balloon? What is the thing that you can focus on instead of focusing on not doing this habit that will help you let go, that will help you move on, and that will help you gain a more serene perspective? Because that's what the Hangman's about too, you know, that sort of serenity even in the face of adversity, even in the face of a chaotic situation. So please, Spirit, for group 2, what's their red balloon? What's the thing that they can think of instead of the habit that will help them? What's their red balloon? What's the thing that they can think of instead of their habit? Justice. This is an interesting one. Hi SJ, if you have a question, you can wait until we're done with the reading and I will answer it for you. It's gonna be like maybe 5 or 10 more minutes. I only got 3 more cards to pull. But anyway, let's focus back up here for now. The thing that you should focus on to break your habit is justice. I'm gonna need to clarify for this, because justice is often about legal matters, but I don't think that really makes sense here. It can be about divine justice, you know, if thinking about divine justice is reassuring for you. But yeah, okay. Yeah. So I'm struggling to give you this advice because it's advice I would never give myself, but it's really what I'm getting, so I'm just going to give it to you. The thing that you should focus on is that it's the right thing to do, and it's the right thing to do because it's what will bring you happiness with this Three of Cups here. So yeah, just focus on all the work that you've already put into it, and also just realize that we live in a just world, right? So if you've already put so much work into doing something, you are going to get your rewards, and you can just kind of chill and wait for the rewards to come rather than trying to force them into your life. And that's what's going to help you let go of this habit, you know, just focusing on the fact that the world is just, and you get what you put out, and you've been putting out, leaving this habit behind. So now you don't have to work so hard and you can just chill. Final question is, what will be those rewards? You know, like I was telling you in the intro, you know, every death is also a rebirth. So what's the thing that's being born by you breaking this habit? Please, Spirit, for everyone watching who picked group 2, what is the thing that is being reborn? What is the thing that breaking this habit is allowing to come into their lives? Please, Spirit, for group 2, what is the thing that's being reborn by the breaking of this habit? The Lovers. So if you've been looking for a relationship, you know, someone new might come into your life. If you're already in a relationship and you feel like this is a habit that's getting in the way, this is kind of reassurance from Spirit that once you let go of this habit, you are going to be able to rekindle that connection. If you're not interested in a relationship or not currently in a relationship, this is about reconnecting with yourself. When I was shuffling, the High Priestess flipped up. So it's like you are going to be able to make choices that are more in line with your intuition and with your higher self if you let go of this habit than you have been in the past. And making choices in line with your higher self and with your intuition, you know, will also manifest an actual person, an actual lover in your life if that's what you were looking for. Last but not least, I am going to pull you a card from the Sacred Travelers deck just to give you some advice. You know, what is some advice for everyone who picked group 2? What's some advice for everyone who picked a group 2? What else can they do that will help them let go? What is the last piece of advice for group 2 to help them break this habit? What is the last piece of advice for group 2 to help them break this habit? Embracing enthusiasm, shout to the heavens with happiness. So again, rather than working so hard to try to fix things, you know, just focus on your own happiness, just focus on letting go, just focus on the rewards that are coming your way, just focus on the fact that you will be rewarded for all of your hard work with this Justice card. You know, I don't want you to think like there are cards in this deck that are much more about like hard work and focus and like really putting the work in, and you didn't get any of those. You got a card that's about being happy and letting go. So that's my final piece of advice for you. Just focus on your own happiness, focus on your own enthusiasm, and look towards the future and what's coming. And I am sure that it's going to be wonderful things. Thank you so much for watching group 2. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Like and subscribe. And yeah, let me know in the comments if you liked it, if it resonated, if it didn't, why you liked it, why you didn't like it if you didn't. I don't think you didn't like it. I think you liked it. But yeah, just let me know in the comments, like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. All right, SJ, what is his current feelings and intentions towards me? His name is MS. Please, Spirit, for SJ, what are MS's current feelings and intentions? Please, Spirit, for SJ, what are MS's current feelings and intentions? All right, SJ, let's see. You got the Sun, which is a major arcana. You got the 3 of coins, which is a minor arcana. I don't know why I'm specifying that. And you got the 7 of Wands. So what this tells me is you make this person happy. That's what the Sun means. But none of these cards are romantic. So that makes me think, if you're asking this because you're trying to make a romance happen, this person doesn't necessarily have romantic feelings towards you. The 3 of coins. Coins is the suit of money, the suit of the material. So you guys might be co-workers, and he really likes co-working with you, co-creating with you, creating things together. He thinks you guys are a good team that complement each other and that really do well together. And even if you don't work together, it's the projects that you guys do together. You know, if you guys are just friends, when you guys are collaborating on art, collaborating on anything that you do together, he loves that. He loves the feeling of creating with you. But with the 7 of Wands here, this is a very defensive card. You can see that this person has the staff that they're holding kind of across their body in a protective manner. So MS might kind of already picked up that you have these kind of romantic ideals, and they're kind of like, you know? So yeah, this is a very, very defensive card, and it's very much a feeling of, you know, kind of wanting to be left alone. So I do not think that this person has romantic feelings for you, but the Sun here tells us that they do like you. They do really like you. They think you're a fun person. They think you're a person that brings joy into their life and that brings joy into your coworker experience, because like you just said, you just confirmed that he was a coworker, so nice. But yeah, I don't think they have romantic feelings for you. I'm sorry. Do you have any follow-ups? Does he know about my feelings? Based on that 7 of Wands, I think he does, but I'll pull you one more card just to double check. Does MS know about SJ's feelings? Does MS know about SJ's feelings? Does MS know about SJ's feelings? Okay, so we got the Sun again. We already saw that one. Give us a different one, Tarot. The Hierophant. Yeah. They don't know for sure. It's not like anybody has like told them, but they're a person that has a pretty strong intuition, it seems like. So they've just kind of like picked up on it. And like I said earlier, they're not really that interested. You're welcome. I hope that you find, you know, what you're looking for from this person or from someone else. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Okay, let me drink some water. I'm gonna end the reading, the live here. Thank you all so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.